Hey you guys, it's Terry from Smart Parts. I know there is always a big mystery around choosing your pliers and all the different kinds that are offered. So I'm going to just take you through a real quick tutorial, and we're going to show you just the different kinds here. And she's just going to pan across and show you these, and then I'll kind of go into what each one of them does and give you a little bit better choice of what you're going to do with your pliers. Okay, so basically we carry 3 different grades of pliers. We have the really inexpensive ones that are good for beginners or rough projects that you don't need a lot of things with, a lot of major, sterling silver or stuff, and they're going to be very rough. They're not always polished. You run your finger across them, you can see that they're kind of rough, but they're like $5 or something, $4. They're really cheap and easy to get started. Then here's your round nose pliers for making loops. They're all kind of in that same grade. Here's some shorter round nose ones. These actually have cutters built in right there. I don't know if you can see those cutters that you can snip wire right there. Okay. And then we have bail making pliers or jump ring pliers that have like a little groove in them, and they're good for taking a wire and actually looping it like that. Kind of helps you make a little bit of a loop. It's just a kind of an inexpensive way of making loops. Okay. Really cheap pliers. Then you've got some long nose pliers that have really deep jaws, and again, these are your starter set. They're not completely polished smooth, but they will do the trick if you just have a little small project to do. Okay. In jewelry making, here's one thing you probably want to stay away from are you get these a lot at the Home Depot or the hardware stores. They're rigid jaws, and if you were to use these on your metals, they're going to mar your metals. They're going to leave marks that you can see on your metals, and you just don't want that. Okay. So here's another thing that I really like: nylon jaw pliers. These are good for when you're doing good metals, like your expensive sterling silver, gold filled, gold wire, whatever. So you want to take care of your metals. This leaves a nice smooth edge and doesn't mar your metals. So the next level up are going to be, these are some recycled steel. These are really kind of cool, and they have a little bit better polish. They're going to have a little bit more pointed edges for more precision, especially if you're doing chainmail and trying to get into small tight areas like that. Okay. Here's some more flat nose pliers. You can see that they're a little smaller to hold in the hand, and it just kind of, these actually do not come with a spring, and that was by design because some people feel fatigued with the hand with the spring. I find that the spring works better for me, but it's whatever you like. Okay. Then when you get ready to really treat yourself, you're going to want to move up to what my favorite thing is these are called Webbers, and they're fantastic. They are all hand polished smooth. I mean, they're beautiful, and nice and tight jaws that line up beautifully right here at the tip. You can see that. Very, very polished. They come in 2 sizes: the baby Webbers, which are small and kind of fit right in the palm of your hand, but I have kind of big hands, so I like the classic Webbers that give you a little bit more heft to it. So you can see, but all the jaws are beautiful. And you may not want to start out with these because they are expensive, but they are a really nice treat, because when you've got a really nice project to do, and you don't want these will last you a really long time if you take good care of them, and it just sure makes the job a whole lot more fun. Okay, so a couple different kinds of pliers that we have here. These are split ring pliers. Okay, really nice for saving your fingernails if you need to open up split rings really quickly and slide on charms. Okay, really it's a lifesaver. I don't know if you can see that little lip there, but you just drop that down in between your 2 loops of your spring ring and you're done. Here's a different kind of nylon jaw pliers. You can actually get all kinds of additions to these. You can get, actually there's a liquid dip that you can dip all of your pliers into that give you a temporary nylon finish. If anybody's interested in that, give me a shout and I'll let you know how to get that. Then we've got, let's see, what else? Oh, bail making pliers. These are really fun. Okay, so they look a little weird and a little awkward, but they are great for, here, let me use some silver wire here, for making bails and loops for your wire wrapping. And also for making your own jump rings. And these pliers come in different lengths, I mean different diameters, but you can use this one to kind of hold it in place. All right, squeeze it together so you can make different diameters. And when you get a coil like that, you can take your cutters and you can actually snip it right down the coil. And guess what? Now you have jump rings. Now these are kind of awkward looking, but you know, you can make them all different sizes and you've got your own homemade jump rings, really quick and really cheap. So anyway, if you have any questions, give us a shout, smartbartscrafts.com. Bye.